Hi, and welcome to Realtor Real Talk. I'm Christina Palmer.
And I'm Celeste Huss, and we're with Parker Real Estate in Logan, Utah.
Today we have a special guest, and we'll be talking about what is an escrow officer.
Yes, we're very curious.
Yes, fancy name.
I'm happy to answer that question.
Chad Phillips is a licensed title officer and escrow officer with American Secure Title. He grew up free range in Morgan County, Utah, and graduated from Weber State University. He once got a chance to visit Egypt many years ago and walk inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. His passions include people, relationships, music, and whitewater kayaking.
Not just kayaking.
Yeah, whitewater.
Whitewater. Thanks
Whitewater.
for throwing that in there.
It's a big difference.
He's adventurous, guys. He's adventurous.
We're very particular about that in the whitewater community.
Yes.
We're pretty careful.
Awesome. So tell us, what is an escrow officer for those who are wondering?
So an escrow officer is a licensed professional. You have to be licensed with the state of Utah. That's kind of where the title of officer comes from.
Mm-hmm.
It's a state licensing exam, just like similar to becoming a real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
Escrow officers, the best way to describe what escrow is, I like to use the example of like a comedic moment in a movie or a cartoon where you don't want to hand over the deed until they hand you the money, but they don't want to hand you the money until you give them the deed. Like it's almost like Indiana Jones, on the Temple of Doom, whatever. So we're trying not to have that moment with your clients, and so to protect them, there's a third party, an independent third party, and that's what the escrow officer is at the title agency. They just basically say, look, I promise you hand me the money, hand me the deed. And now I'll take care of it. So they're an independent third party. That's what the role of the title agent is, and really that's what the escrow officer is doing. They're holding it in escrow. Escrow, to simplify, I would say, is we're holding money or deeds of anything of value, and we're following certain instructions. We can only release these items per instructions, and we get those instructions from you through the real estate purchase contract. So an escrow officer is handling funds and deeds of some sort, and we're the ones avoiding that comedic impasse.
Now, don't the lenders give instructions too? So there are instructions that the lender says, okay, we're lending these people money, and you can do this, this, and this upon this, this, and this. Is that correct?
Yeah, sometimes they're 5 pages, sometimes they're 18 pages. Yeah, there's instructions coming from the lender. They've got a lot of skin in the game, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the escrow officer is trying to follow instructions from the agent and the lender.
Mm-hmm.
And so the lender has a lot of stipulations on what we can do with that money. Really, it hits the escrow account, the trust account, the escrow trust account, and it cannot be played with, invested.
Right.
It sits there.
Stays
Every
there.
penny is accounted for.
Yeah.
And it's going out to be dispersed for certain items. And typically in a real estate transaction, it's seller's proceeds or paying off a mortgage, paying the fees involved in the transaction.
Yeah. So if someone doesn't have an escrow officer, what are the risks to them? I mean, can property be transferred without
Yes.
them?
Yes, it can. Yeah. I mean, caveat emptor is the thing that comes to mind. You think about a free market.
Yep.
You could buy and sell real estate on your own. And, just like buying something off KSL, if you show up with cash, do they have the title? Are they going to mail you the title later and you gave them the cash and they're gone? That can happen, but
And there's
a lot of risk to that.
Absolutely.
And so, that's the whole reason why attorneys, real estate attorneys exist and title agencies exist and real estate agents exist, is to help people avoid.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not comedic, maybe it's a dangerous impasse
Yeah.
on some level.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Awesome.
for sure.
That's great information.
Okay.
Chad, thank you so much for joining us today. Give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
And if you have any questions or video topics you'd like us to see covered in a future video, let us know in the comments below. We'll see you at our next open house. Bye.